Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Kate and I'm just a hopeless romantic that loves to read. Today's video, we're doing a reading vlog. I was going to do like top 10 romance recs books for Valentine's, and I was like, every man and his dog doing that. So we're not going to do that. Instead, I have these little novellas. It's called the Improbable Meet Cute, but this is like the second chance, so it's like edition 2. They brought out 6 novellas last year by 6 different authors. So this year they have another 6, and they're by another 6. So we have the first one, which is Christina Lauren, which is Accidentally Yours. Then we have Nevessa Allen, Valentine Slay, Hannah Bonham Young's Time Will Tell, Catherine Cowell's Death to Valentine's Day, Julie Soto's Second Act Romance, and Trelina Pucci, I have no idea how you say that, A Play for Love. So I'm going to read all of these. They are all on Kindle Unlimited and they have free audio attached to them. So they're all pretty short. I'm pretty sure they're all like 100 pages or less. So I'm going to see how many I can get through today. And you're going to come with me. We're going to enjoy this all together. So they're all just like currently on my Kindle right now. But yeah, I am excited to actually dabble into these authors because I actually haven't read any of these authors. So I'm excited to see if I like their work, if I like how they write, because I particularly have quite a few Hannah Bonham Young's stuff. So I haven't actually read that, and I really want to read Catherine Cowell's The Sparrow Falls, I think it is. I think it's like a 6-book small town suspense romance series. And yeah, and I've heard a lot of good things about Julie Soto. She has like a lot of different things, but the other 3 authors I've never heard before. So I'm going to use this also as like an introduction into these authors and their works and what they're like when they write. But yeah, so we're going to do a lot of mixtures between reading on my Kindle and listening to the audiobook. I feel like that's just the best way to kind of get a good vibe, a good feel, and to get through these. I don't know how long it's going to take me. I hope it doesn't take me 2 days. If I can smash through them all today, that'd be great because I have a lot of time today to do this. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, I will keep you with me. So grab a drink, get cozy, and let's get on into this video. So guys, I'm on the couch. I'm going to read with my doggo here, and I'm reading Accidentally Yours by Christina Lauren. So basically the synopsis of this is when marketing consultant Veronica accidentally crashes the wrong Zoom meeting, she's shocked to receive a job offer from the company's intriguing CEO. Their professional email exchanges quickly turn flirty, but Veronica's mind keeps drifting to her reserved but gorgeous new neighbor. As Valentine's Day approaches, she'll discover that sometimes the most improbable meet cute can lead to the perfect match. So we've got a bit of a love triangle going on here, but yeah, like I said, there's 6 famous romance authors that are loved, and I am going to now read all of what they've got. There's actually a synopsis for all of them. Should I read them now? No, I'll read them as I go along. Oh, they've even got like a chili spice scale, so it can tell you like how explicit they are. So this one has half a chili spice. We're starting off weak, which is fine. You know what? Actually, I think I'm going to start weak, and I'm just going to go through this because they've got it in order from like least spicy to spicy, which is fine. Oh, the last one is like explicit dark romance. Right. We're just going to follow this order because I feel like that might be the good thing, just to gradually get it through. Yes. So stay tuned. Let's get ready. That's chapter 1 done. And just the dialogue about the neighbor is so funny. And Veronica's sister is hilarious. She is funny too. This is actually starting out to be very, very funny. And I think it's only, how many pages is it? It's only 93 pages. So it says I have 45 minutes left. So I'm going to finish this relatively soon. But yeah, funny. Actually funny. Imagine getting a job offer because you were brutal in a Zoom meeting you weren't meant to be in. And your response is, no thanks. Savage. They're going back and forth about her job offer, and she wants the retainer, the amount of retainer, the laptop, and a desk chair. She wants a new desk chair. For some reason, she wants a new desk chair, and she was like, no desk chair, no deal. funny. And he's like, oh, what is the significance with the desk chair? Oh, that's funny. The significance of the desk chair is that mine died of natural causes a few days ago, and I just had to carry its lifeless body down to the dumpster. Why does shit like this make me laugh like this? Oh, it's so funny. Normally I could weather this loss, you see, but my refrigerator also recently bit the dust. My laptop is toast, and I suspect my severance check is still making its way through the approval process of 7 management levels and 2 spirit realms. The sarcasm. Oh my god, that's so good. The dialogue with the emails is so funny. She sent him the receipt for the chair, right? He was like, I got the receipt. Thank you for sending them along. Question: does the chair fly? Does it do your laundry? Does it rock you to sleep? Good Lord. Oh, this is funny. This is so funny. I'm 55% of the way. They've just exchanged personal emails. So they've gone from their work emails to a personal email for HR concerns. This is so funny. He's just asked her out on a date via email, but he's been seeing her in the lobby because they're actually neighbors and they live in the same building. And okay. Communicating like adults. That was cute. And I kind of like really want to see what else would happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, anyways. But yeah, I just finished Accidentally Yours. Yeah, that was really cute. The fact that they actually lived together, didn't know, thought each other was hot for the longest time. Then she just so happens to crash a Zoom meeting that he was running with his marketing team for his brother's software company that he's recently taken over. And yeah, it was quite cute. And like, she found out first that he was her neighbor just because of the wrong mail being in the letterbox, but didn't tell him. And then, you know, he was trying to fend off other women saying that he was in a relationship. Yeah, he was just being hopeful for the future kind of thing. And his niece was on the phone. That's who he called sweetheart. That was really cute. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was really nice. No spice at all. There was no spice in that. There was just one kiss. That was it. I liked it. It was funny. It was enjoyable. Christina Lauren is quite a funny writer, and her dialogue was hilarious. I really thoroughly enjoyed this. Half of it was either reading email or texting. So I liked that that was the commute over like a few days, and we got the days actually given to us as well. It was quite cute. It was quite cute. I actually kind of want the rest of the story and see how they end up, or an epilogue, you know, 2 years later or some crap like that. But anyways, that was the first one. So yeah, let's get on to the second one. All right, so we're going to move on to the second novella, which is Hannah Bonning Young's one, which is Time Will Tell. So the synopsis of this is, it's still half a chili spice like the first one, so I'm not expecting any spice, which is fine. When a history teacher receives a letter from her deceased grandmother revealing a secret love affair in the 1950s, it leads her to a time capsule hidden decades ago, but it's the charming grandson of her grandmother's lost love who changes everything, proving that sometimes the heart knows exactly where and when it belongs. Cool, let's go. The love affair was with another lady. She was English, okay. Oh, the grandfather totally understood, and they still loved each other for 60 years after that, like a good husband and wife. Oh, okay, bless. Oh, that's so good, right? So she's like writing an email to Callum in England, letting him know what's going on. She goes, lastly, I wanted to let you know that what I've learned from our grandmother's letters may come to a surprise to you and your family, as it did ours. To put it simply, your grandmother and mine were in a romantic relationship once upon a time. If that's something you don't feel comfortable learning more about, please let me know and we can cease contact. I certainly hope you're not an intolerant toad, but if you are, you're lost. So she stalked him to find him, there wasn't a whole lot to find. And then in return, she was like asking questions, he answered them. And then he stalked her to find out who had been stalking him, which is really funny. But yeah, now they're like exchanging photos of like families and getting to know each other. Really quite cute, really quite cute. But then at the end of his email, he goes, "Sincerely, Callum," and then in brackets, "hopefully not an intolerant toad." Oh, I just love wit and humor and like sarcasm. Oh, it's just brilliant. She then starts the next email off, "Hi, Callum. I'm extremely glad to hear your toad status." Like, that's just gold. Oh, they're literally doing like daily updated emails, and it's so cute. He's like, "But do you know what's strange? Throughout all of my excitement and chaos, I kept thinking, I can't wait to tell Georgia about this. It seems as if no matter what I'm doing lately, you're on my mind." Bless this man. He goes, "Georgia, I'm in between patients, but I can't resist a quick clarification. Are we paying for our dinner? It is a date, I hope." And even if it wasn't, I'd still insist. "Callum, yes, it's a date. Thank you for clarifying. I'm fighting the urge to suggest we go somewhere cheaper regardless." Oh, Georgia, very glad to hear it's a date. I'll respond properly once I'm done with work for the day. Sincerely, Callum. And he's put an X. He has put an X on the end of the email. Bless his little soul. Love. Love. Okay, so I'm about 70% of the way through this one. I am just going to grab a snack and then finish it off. So the first one, "Accidentally Yours" by Christina Lauren. That was a neighbors to lovers workplace email correspondence fun good time. Very much a romantic comedy. But this one here by Hannah Bonham Young, this is Time Will Tell, the second one I'm reading. I'm nearly done. I just got the last 30% to go, which is like 30 pages. And this is very much a long distance relationship it's turning into. Family history, they're both sunshines. So that is such a refreshing take. I'm really enjoying how they've been connected through their grandmothers. Yeah. This is a good time. I am thoroughly enjoying these novellas so far, but yeah, let's do the end of this. Okay, look, so they're on the phone at the moment. If you don't love cringy dialogue, okay, if you don't like cringy dialogue, then this novella won't be for you. But I am a romantic and I will take cringe. She was like, "So are you going to hang up?" And he was like, "I don't think I have the heart to." The fact that they're both thinking about moving to the other person's place, because she's in Toronto, he's in England. I actually forgot where he is. He's not in London, but yeah. But the fact that he's thinking of changing his doctor license, or she wants to be a teacher over there, super sweet. Fast but sweet. If you don't like insta love, like, I don't think that any of these novellas are going to be for you if you love insta love, because I feel like you can't really do a slow burn in 100 pages. Like, that's just not it. But these stories are very meet cute, hence the name. Yeah, they're cute. They're cute stories. They don't need to be realistic, at least all the way realistic. She stepped off the train, and as soon as she saw him, she went running. Oh, okay. So Callum's brother Graham is a writer, and he wrote a story about them getting together and like how they got together. So now we get like the story after they've met at the train station for the first time. No. Oh, so this is a year on. Okay. Because it says last Valentine's Day, because last Valentine's Day was when Georgia initially emailed about the time capsule and stuff, and knowing what happened and how their grandmothers were connected. So this is like a year on. Oh, I really did love that. That was a beautiful ending to the story, having the brothers article. Like, yeah, that was really good. I liked how she wrote it. It was majority email, but that's because it was long distance, so it was easier to consume. But yeah, I really did like that one. I thought it was really sweet, really cute. No spice or anything. It was just one kiss. But yeah, I think it's really good. And you know what? I actually really enjoyed how Hannah Bodham Young had the emotional impact in there and how things were written. Like it wasn't a rom-com like the first one. And it's making me excited for like her Out on a Limb and People Watching because I have those books on my shelf. I just haven't read them yet. So I think I might bump them up my TBR to get them done and get them read. But yeah. So that's two down, four to go. The next one is Second Act Romance by Julie Soto. So what I might do before I start this, I might actually read this and do like an immersive read in my bed because I think this is the one that a lot of people kind of like DNF and struggle to get through. I think it's like a musical theatre one. We'll see how we go. I haven't read anything from Julie Soto. Like I said, I haven't read any of these authors before. So I'm a little nervous, but I'm going to try not to have expectations or have other people influence me. I really am going into a lot of these blinded. But yeah, I think if I go upstairs to my room, get comfy, get cozy, I think I will be able to go into this with a bit more clearer of a head. So yeah, I'm going to take a little break and then we'll jump back in. Okay, guys, so it is the next morning. I did, in fact, read Second Act Romance by Julie Soto last night. However, I did only just read it. I didn't do the immersive read. I just found it very lackluster. It is about two theatre Broadway people. So they used to do a Broadway act back in the day. They had crushes on each other, didn't do anything about it. And then fate so has it that half of her cast come down with food poisoning at a show. He then rocks up to fill in, and it kind of goes from there. So I wouldn't call it a second chance romance or anything like that. There's no spice in it. I think that it was just more so like getting them to communicate like adults. That's pretty much what it came down to. A little lackluster, and definitely not my favorite so far. I have read three. I'm going to smash out the other three today, so I will bring you along with me. So the next book I'm going to be reading is Play for Love by Trilana Pucci. I'm sorry if I just butchered that. So basically, years ago during a college production of Romeo and Juliet, Rory and Olivia shared one unforgettable stage kiss before fate pulled them apart. Now, while drowning her Valentine's sorrows at brunch, she spots her former Romeo wearing nothing but gold shorts and wings, playing Cupid for the lovelorn masses. Their chemistry still sizzles, but their former leads will need more than Shakespeare's guidance to turn their second chance into a true romance. Okay, so it's like it's another second chance. Meet cute. This one here has one chili spice, so we'll see. We'll see how spicy it gets, but I think that's the same rating as the second act romance. Yeah, so I'm not expecting a whole lot, to be fair. But yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so I have read the first two acts of this. So, like, I'm 90% of the way through this fourth novella, A Play for Love. I am actually really enjoying this. So, the first act, you get their kind of meet cute in college, and they were playing Romeo and Juliet. It was quite funny. And, you know, he was like, screw it, I'm just going to kiss you. So, they both had crushes on each other then, did nothing about it. Then they meet 5 years later, again in New York City. She was on a really terrible date. Someone was like confessing their love for her, and he was like, no, I'm gonna save the day here, and took her like on a bucket list trip around New York because she was moving to LA the next day. And then that all went really well, and their chemistry was just so good. This is such a cheesy romantic comedy. I love it. And they have been texting for a month after she moved. And yeah, I'm going into act 3, which is called, what is it called? Act 3, The Happily Ever After. So yeah, I've got 10% left. Let's do this. He's he's moving to San Francisco. He got the job. He got a job over there for her. Oh, I felt for the girl who's a hopeless romantic, so I wanted to give her fireworks and explosions. He paid the professor to give them the Romeo and Juliet scene in college. Oh my God. The yearning. Oh, love it. Oh, okay. I really enjoyed that. That one was a good one. That one was very cheesy. If you don't like cheesy and cringy, you're not gonna like that one. But yeah, I did because I love cheesy and cringy. That was so good. So I think the next one is Catherine Cowell's um, Death to Valentine's Day. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I think that's like a suspense romance. I think it's like a murder mystery as well. Guys, I'm really liking these so far. So I've liked the first two. The third one was kind of iffy. This fourth one was really good. And now I'm up to the fifth one. Okay, so I'm up to the fifth one, and it is Catherine Cowell's Death to Valentine's Day. So this one, I believe, has 3 chili spices. Oh, wake up, please. So this is a romantic suspense with moderate steam. So this is after her boyfriend's betrayal, the last thing Maya St. James wants is a Valentine's Day. But when friends drag her to a Death to Valentine's Day masquerade ball at a mountain lodge, she ends up kissing a masked stranger only to discover that he's her ex's older brother. And when a guest is found murdered, the party becomes a deadly mystery. Now Maya must unmask a killer before her second chance at romance is cut short. Okay, we have her ex's older brother. We like that, and a little murder mystery. Right, I feel like this is going to be a fun, good time. Let's do this. I've got my yellow nectarine because I'm currently obsessed with these. So yeah, let's get into it. Now, I've only just realized 5 books in that all of these reference a comet event that's happening in space, okay? That happens only, I think it hasn't happened for like 2 decades, and it so happens to be happening on Valentine's Day as these meet cutes take place. I only just pieced that together. So they're all kind of interconnected. So, you know, like that movie, New Year's Eve, or He's Just Not That Into You, how it follows all these different couples in the one movie? That's what I feel like I'm reading, except for I'm obviously just following one couple at a time. But it's just one big ass day, and all of these meet cutes are happening across the country, the world, wherever they are. It's, yeah, wow. Wow. Okay, so I'm about 30% of the way in. So essentially what it is that her ex's brother has been pining for her for the longest time, right? But his brother swooped in before he could, even though he told his brother that he was going to ask her out. The brother did anyways. The brother then cheated on her with her cousin, and they broke up on Valentine's Day. So that's why she was at an I fake Valentine's Day party, which is granted. But yeah, he saw her at this masquerade ball, beeline for her, and yeah, they just had like a kiss in the hallway before her ex saw her. Guys, I'm really liking this, and I'm liking how Catherine Cowles writes immensely. It's making me really just wanting to pick up her Spiral Falls series as well, or whatever else I can find on Kindle before I actually buy more books, because I'm not buying any more books for a while. But bear with me. I am loving this. Let's continue. Okay, so I'm 70% of the way in. We have the murder. They're snowed in to the mansion, so they've all slept the night. They were out of room, so she had to bed with the brother. They got it out, okay, because they have both been pining for each other for a very long time. And she was with his brother for like a decade, and she's just come to realize that he has never really even liked her. But yeah, but he still didn't say that he's been pining for her since the 4th grade. But then there's this like little quote I literally just read. We grew up together. I've known her for almost all my life and have loved her practically all that time. So if you wouldn't mind getting the hell out of my way, I need to go tell her that. Oh, like, please, man, that yarns. But yeah, we still have like a murder mystery going on as well. So when you feel like the cops to arrive, yeah, kind of forgot that happened during all of these romantic events. But yeah, anyways, let's continue. Okay, so 80%, and he just confessed everything. Like every single time he showed up for her and not the brother. And just the pining, the acts of service. He was donating money to the animal place she works at every year on her birthday. But then told her that he is retiring from the league and going into coaching, so he's permanently there. Oh, this man. This is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of MMC I love and adore. This is turning into my favorite. Okay, so I've just finished Death to Valentine's Day, and this was my favorite one out of it all. Second is Accidentally Yours. That's a close second. But yeah, God, this one was so good. I still have one more to read, which I'll read just a bit later. It's 6:30, so I'm gonna have some dinner and then I'll go into bed and read the last one. But this one, thoroughly enjoyed the suspense romance. I feel like I'm just stepping into that genre at the moment. I feel like my February TBR is just going to go out the window because I want to pick up the romantic suspense books and the genres. But yeah, Catherine Cowles, love the writing, love the story, love the plot. It was so intriguing. I'm not going to tell you how it ended with the murder mystery because I recommend this through and through. Go read it this Valentine's Day. Guys, it is the next day and I forgot to film last night. I start reading in bed and then I just fall asleep and forget entirely about why I was reading in bed. But anyways, guys, I finished off the Improbable Meet Cute edition 2 Second Chance 6 book novellas by 6 different romance authors. So I finished off with Valentine's Sleigh by Nevessa Allen. So I believe she is the author of those Lights Up, Caught Up series. I actually really had a fun time with this one. This one was, yeah, it was a bit morbid, okay, because we have a graveyard keeper and then we have a girl that's been buried alive. There's a bit of a mystery there on as to who's trying to unalive her. Yeah, but they went to high school together and he's always loved her and or always never got the chance to say, hey, let's go on a date, in high school because she was always pining for the jock. So yeah, it's kind of funny how it all unfolds. Very morbid. But yeah, it was a good time. This was the spiciest out of them all. I wouldn't say it was dark romance. I just think there's dark themes in it with her being, buried alive and someone's out there trying to unlive her. But yeah, I actually had a good time with this. And overall, I think this whole series is such a good time, minus like one or two you could probably miss. So let's just quickly rank them. I think that my favorite one was the Catherine Cowles Death to Valentine's Day. I really loved the murder mystery suspense element in that. Like I said, I am stepping into my suspense romance era, okay, whether that be small town or whatnot. I'm stepping into it, and I actually have like a few series that I really want to read in terms of that, like the Bourbon Boys. And like I said, I want to pick up her Sparrow Falls stuff, but I know she has like other suspense romance series on Kindle as well. But yeah, I would recommend that one. These all do have free audio attached to them on the Kindle Unlimited subscription because they're all in Kindle Unlimited. Second would be Accidentally Yours by Christina Lauren. I am a rom-com girly and I love a cliche meet cute, and that one really stole my heart. Love that one. Then I loved Hannah Bottom Young's Time Will Tell. That one was a nice little long distance, a lot of emailing, but they finally saw each other and I really enjoyed that, actually. I really did. That one was such a cute story. And then I would say Valentine's Sleigh would be then. I think it's just a bit morbid for me, but I did enjoy it. Okay, I'm not saying it was terrible or anything like that, and I enjoyed how the author wrote it, but I am a hopeless romantic. Okay, I'm a hopeless romantic, and we'll leave it at that, because if you like morbid, go for it. Go for gold. You're gonna love it. And then I would say Playful, Love, and then lastly, second act romance. I think I found out with all of this that I'm just not a theatre person. I'm not one for that. But I do love a good second chance, and I love how all of these were kind of interconnected in terms of the star-crossed comet event that was happening on that Valentine's Day, and we got references of it throughout, and I really, really, really loved that element, just to kind of connect them all. Like I said, it felt like those movies where you just follow sets of characters that all go through the same day together. It really did feel like that, and I loved it. And yeah, I would highly recommend all of these authors as well. Like, there was nothing wrong with the writing. I think they were all funny in their own way. They were all romantic in their own way. But yeah, I'm really excited to dive into Hannah Bonham Young's and more of Catherine Cowell's. Those two really did surprise me with how they were written and how much I thoroughly enjoyed it. But Christina Lauren, I've never heard of her before, and she was my second favorite in this. So I'm going to do a little bit more detail and a bit more research into her catalog and see what I can come up with. But yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog. I know I haven't been doing too many. I might do more if you really like them. Just let me know what books you want me to read as well in these reading vlogs, because I never know if you're interested in knowing the types of books I read. Maybe if I did like a weekly reading vlog, I don't know. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my content. If you want to join me on the other social platforms, I'll leave my handles on the screen right here. Come join the bookish chaos wherever you are in the world. I hope you have a great day or night, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.